feel, but you're looking for the leg to come up, come back, and then to drop the knee down towards the couch. Okay, so go through a rehearsal, because a lot of people will do what Phil did and straighten out their lower leg in order to do that. So I'm in, and then just take the leg up, off, down, and relax. On relaxation, you'll feel it kind of just like get even worse maybe. Hold it for a few seconds. Come back up. Now if you bring the arm down and then do both together, so Superman's go up over the top, reaching down, digging in, and keep breathing as you go. Amazing, good. How's that feel? Feedback. Feels amazing. It's such a good technique to do. It's a lot of like components to it, but it's the one that unlocks the lower back really nicely, and it is like very much focused on that sacroiliac joint. If you sit for me, this one's a little bit harder to do, but in terms of like functional release, it works really well. So if you sit and maybe face Carly, I think, yeah, okay. So this one's an extra, it's a bonus one. I quite like it because it creates a little bit more natural movement into what you're trying to do. So the QLs are here and here. Yeah, and you can feel those as I press into those. Watch out for these lumpy bits. What I'm doing here now is just compressing the QLs with my fist. So you can see now this is a lot of body work, this is a lot of muscle that's going into this. It doesn't have to be, because you could use the connective tissue principles of like that shearing effect. And what I want you to do, so again you need to demo this one before you do it, would be to take this arm, reach up over the top of your head, laterally flex, and then when you laterally flex, add a little bit of rotation in as well. And then come back. You'll find as we move up the spine, we do a lot more seated stuff. So it's our first kind of seated one. You can do a whole treatment of doing seated stuff. So up, over the top, add in a little bit of rotation, and then go back from there. Progress your work. So the last one is going to be the hardest one. So you could just start with up, over the top, a little bit of lateral flexion, no rotation, come back, and then on session, on part 3, go up, lateral flexion, and then rotate. So start with reaching up over the top of your head, lateral flexion with no rotation. Good. Good. So you want very little oil. Good. And then release down. How does that feel? Good. Lateral flexion. Maybe try and go a little bit further. Reaching up. Good. Lovely. And then if you feel comfortable, lateral flexion. And a little bit of rotation in there as well. You see how that might really stretch out the posterior part of your QL in there. It's a really nice like functional release, functional like technique that works in like a sporting environment, but it works really well in a clinic environment as well. And people love it. They love that move. Did you love that?
You're loving that, Phil.
Love is maybe not a word I would use.
Many other words?
Felt effective, yes.
Felt effective, yes. Awesome. Yeah. Good. So practice. Have a go at that whole routine again, and we can go through the routine for the